four-time world champion kickboxer, multimillionaire, and Morpheus.
I'm Morpheus.
But also human trafficker, women abuser, rapist, conman, scammer, cult leader, and world's record for the most narcissistic human being.
So firstly, let's accept something. God has favorites.
Does he?
He certainly does.
Okay.
And I'm one of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Tate. So what is human trafficking? The unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. So what Andrew Tate is doing is literally the definition of what human trafficking is. Not only is he coercing young girls into doing sex work, working for his webcam business, but he is also moving them to his house in Romania.
And I met a police chief, and I told him my story, and he said, "Well, in Romania, if she doesn't have proof of if she doesn't have physical evidence, then there's no progression. If she can't say here's a red mark or here's where he hurt me, there's no case. And there's word on word." And I said, that makes a lot more sense.
So Romania is absolutely corrupt, but it's a corruption that everyone can participate in. I would much rather live in a country that's corrupt, where I get stopped for speeding and I give them a little bit of money, than a country that's corrupt like America, which says it isn't corrupt. You have to be a billionaire and have a private jet and go to islands to get away with it, you know? Like, if you're going to be corrupt, which every nation on earth is, then let everyone play the game.
So you can see in the clips I just showed you, his main reasons for moving to Romania is the fact that it's easier to get away with sexual assault, and that the government is corrupt, and that the police will accept his bribes.
His content openly condones and celebrates violence against women. He talks about how he only dates women half his age so he can leave an impression or a mark on them. He actively talks about slapping a woman around in order to get what you want.
So before living in Romania, Andrew Tate had a house in England. Now this house was raided one day and the police searched through everything, and from what they found, they were able to make 11 allegations against him. Not one, but 11. So, and he goes on to say that this was a reach. But my man, how do you get to 11? You should be in jail.
So as I mentioned before, Andrew Tate was living in the UK until he decided to leave due to police charging him with 11 crimes concerning SA.
They sent officers to raid my house, took all my electronics, took all my phones, all my laptops, went through my entire personal life, found 11 new things to raise charges against me for. So I had to leave and go somewhere. And by coincidence, I had a fight coming up in Romania. So I went and fought in Romania. And I just thought, you know what? I'll hang around here for a few months. And then boom, 5 years later, I'm still there.
Now, he says the charges came about from the police seizing his electronics due to a false accusation, and that the charges were a reach. And that leaves me with one question. How do you reach for 11? Like, it was a reach 11 times. That would be like me reaching for the sugar that's just slightly too high for you and pulling down the moon itself. That's not a reach, that's astonishing. And completely unprompted, he said the following about his moving to Romania.
This is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania, because in Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. If you're going to go to the police and say he raped me back in 1988, you're going to say we should have done something about it then. If you go to the police and say he raped me yesterday, you say, okay, have you got physical evidence? Or is there CCTV proof? Where'd it happen? Okay, let's go interview him right now. And if it wasn't really rape, I'd say, oh, we went to the club, we got drunk, she agreed to go back to my house, we started having sex, and then we carried on having sex, and then we had sex, and she didn't say anything wrong, and then she texted me afterwards, and I didn't text back, and now she's saying I raped her. The police would be like, okay, she's an idiot, bye. But no, not in the West. In the West, you can tell them that exact story. You're in the West. When people say, why did you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free. And if you're a man living in England or Germany or America or any of the Western world right now, you've decided to live in a country where any woman, any ex, any big house at Greg's who you bought a pasty from, at some point in the future can destroy your life. This Me Too era bullshit has not protected women. It's just destroyed the safety of men.
Now look, it's one thing to comment on the justice first, facts later facets of some part of culture right now. And hell, I've done it. But, dude, you're so worried about false accusations that you fled the country specifically to live under a police force that is easier to buy off. Who openly admits that?
So, do you know why Andrew Tate was kicked off Big Brother? Well, it's because of this following clip. Now, just a little disclaimer, this clip is a little bit disturbing, and for sensitive viewers, I would definitely not suggest watching this. Maybe just skip over this one.
Show everyone how pretty you are. Get on your knees and show everyone how pretty you are. Look at the camera. Show everyone how pretty you are. Show the camera your tattoo. What does it say?
Tate.
Why does it say Tate?
Because I'm his whore.
You are my whore.
Yes.
Get my pimp stick. You're gonna kiss my whore. Why's your ass got a bruise on it?
Because my daddy hits me.
He hits you.
Yes.
Why would he hit you?
Because I'm his whore and he does as he wants.
Listen. Go tell the camera that I beat you and you don't do as I say. Go say it in English, proper English, no Slovak bull. Say it to the camera.
He beats me and I don't listen.
That's not what I said say, is it? I said when I said tell the camera I beat you when you don't do as I say. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? Stupid bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen? Did I say listen?
No.
Look at the camera. Did I say listen?
No.
Did I say? Did I say it?
No.
Did I say it? Look at the camera. This is what happens. You don't listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit? Why are you getting beaten? You don't listen. You do as I say.
Afterwards, of course, Tate would find a way for this to go away. As usual, with all of the other cases, somehow it always ends up just going away magically. Now, I have a theory, and it's just a Andrew Tate theory, but I honestly believe that every time he gets away with this, there were bribes involved. Money solves all of his problems, and this would not be the first time that allegations were made and then just somehow disappeared. Now, there's another clip as well, which I would like you to have a look at. Yet again, very disturbing and sensitive video, but yes, let's deep dive into Andrew Tate and see who he really is.
What are you moaning about, woman? Bruises, why? Why? Beaten with what? With what?
You have.
A belt, because you're a jerk. Show me the bruises. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby. Oh, poor thing. I have an idea. You know what my idea is? You know what my idea is? That's right, lock the door, you. You knew I was going to beat the out of you. If you behaved, I wouldn't have to hit you, would I? You don't. Get out. You can't stay in there forever.
So this video is quite disturbing to see. The girl in the video is covering her face the whole time. She doesn't seem to be having fun. She seems like she's in distress, and in actual fact she ends up locking herself in the room, trying to get away from him. This doesn't seem very healthy to me. And who knows what Tate did to her after this. I mean, if this is what we have of him on video, what else is there that he has done which is disgusting and vile, even much more so than this little clip here?
People say, why did you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free.
Andrew also sides with the likings of Harvey Weinstein. He says that it's a woman's fault if she gets raped and she should take full responsibility for it. And Tate also goes out to say that it should be easy to get away with sexual assault. Now, first of all, rape and sexual abuse is not to be taken lightly, and not for you, Andrew, to come and make a joke about it. If you were a victim, you would know that. To go and discredit women or even men who have been sexually abused is a very low of you. Okay, so let's get to the next point. What is a con man? A con man is a man who cheats or tricks someone by gaining their trust and persuading them to believe something that is not true. Andrew and his brother Tristan have admitted on various occasions that they are scammers and that they bribe police. So have a look at this little article here from the Mirror. And Tristan would say to the Sunday Mirror, it's all a big scam, and bragged he doesn't feel any guilt because no one cares and it's their problem, not mine. Hustler University is one of Andrew Tate's most famous scams. If you look up anything about Hustlers University, you will find many guys promoting the school, saying how amazing it is, but then when you check their bios or description, it has an affiliate link. So these guys are just little sheep for Andrew, who are following him blindly and getting $5 for every person who subscribes through their affiliate links. These videos are not a real representation of the course. They are just trying to get people to use their affiliate link. So basically the main way of making money using Hustler University is to just sell the course after you bought it. So it's basically an overglorified pyramid scheme. They even admit to it. They just call it something different. A reverse funnel system.
Something called Hustlers University. And that's right, boss babes and hunbots, we've got a rare male MLM on the table. For the low price of just $50 a month, you can buy, and drumroll please here, access to the Discord server. And no, I'm not kidding. It's like Tate's more expensive, less reputable version of Skillshare on a Discord server. In this beautiful, lovely Discord server, you can learn about stocks, crypto, freelancing, and even copywriting. Tate has a few professors he's hired to tell you about each one, but those that have actually tested their advice have been disappointed. One financial YouTuber, Sean Solano, took the professor's advice for a few days and found that they lost 88% of the money that he put in with a single call. Whereas when he did his own thing, Solano was up by about 40% within the same time frame. He concludes his video by saying that even though some of the beginner terminology and advice makes sense, if you follow these professors, you'll likely walk away with nothing. Whether you think of this like a Mary Kay or It Works for Insecure Lost Men, a load of crap, or genuine legit advice about stocks and crypto, though few seem to fall into that latter camp, it doesn't really make a difference for Tate. The main point certainly seems to be about just giving him money. Since it was founded in 2021, allegedly over 60,000 people have joined, meaning he gets over $3 million per month from their monthly subscription costs. Although I do need to note that number is actually currently estimated to sit at around 100,000, giving him closer to $5 million a month. But don't you worry, boss babes, you can get a piece of that pie too. Because if you join now, you can get an affiliate link. And from there, if you sign people up, you'll get a commission too. And seeing as there's no actual product aside from giving members advice, I actually fail to see how this is anything but a pyramid scheme, and in fact it's pretty damn close to the exact definition. It's no wonder that people are calling it an MLM for lost men, because it feels like you must have hit a new low to take this guy seriously.
So yes, Hustler University is basically a Discord channel that you have to pay $50 a month to be part of. And if you were hoping to see Andrew Tate in these videos, in these lessons, where he's maybe giving you some good advice, then sorry, but you were deeply mistaken, because he doesn't even show his face in any of the lessons. He is probably too busy marketing his MLM than actually being part of the Hustler University. But for $50 a month, they have to provide some information that you simply can't get for free, right? Well, wrong again. You can find a lot better information on YouTube, which is totally free. You'll be supporting legit people, not scammers. And you'll probably be getting better information that way. Because from what we've seen, the course is actually just bullshit. He even manipulates his followers to keep on paying for this course by saying things like this.
I had unsubscribed to get my mother a birthday present, but I resubscribed the next month. I don't believe that. I don't believe you. And I also think if you were a member of Hustlers University for a month and you didn't make enough money to buy your mother a birthday present, you fucked up. So you're probably going to end up kicked out.
Yeah, I want you guys to understand something. You have to understand something that's really, really important. There is no other place on the planet to be besides HU. Even if you're sitting here and you're thinking this is hard and you're getting disenfranchised and you're thinking it's difficult, that's fine. But if you leave HU and you take your $49 and you have to go somewhere else, there is nowhere else to go on the planet for $49 that's going to teach you how to make money. In fact, there's nowhere to go for any money that'll teach you how to make money, because you can go to Harvard for $100,000 and they won't teach you how to make money. Anyone who messes this up, annoys a professor, doesn't renew their subscription, their card cancels, anything stupid shit, then you're going to regret it for a very long time, because there's simply nowhere else to go. And I think anybody with a brain understands that. And anyone who's been paying attention, I recommend everybody inside of Hustlers University to go check out the jailed section. And you'll see we have people in jail. So people who don't renew, we don't kick you out. We put you in the jail and you sit there in your cell and you have no access to the money-making information. And we just flood you with all the endless wins. Every time someone wins, we show you. And you sit there in jail seeing everybody else win, and you're not allowed to access the information. And you have 30 days. Sometimes you get an extension. You have 30 days to rejoin HU, or we ban you forever. We ban your Discord, and we ban your credit card, and we ban your email address.
So, what is a cult? The definition of a cult is a group of people with extreme dedication to a certain leader or set of beliefs that are often viewed as odd by others, or as an excessive and misplaced admiration for someone or something, or is something that is popular among a certain segment of society. So I would highly suggest that you guys go and check out this video by Patrick CC. It was really good. I'm just going to touch on some little things, but he did a real in-depth look at this, and yeah, please give it a watch.
Don't you want devoted followers who leave their families for you, give their money to you, give their bodies to you, give up their lives for you, consider you God, and will kill you?
Is Andrew Tate starting a cult? In my previous video, I documented his whole life story, and during that I came across a clip that kind of shook me.
I think it's good for me to be able to say, look, I have 110,000 people who like me, who are my fans, for example, who would help me if I ever asked for it, not that I ever would, who agree with my worldviews, but they're being taken seriously because they also have financial means. If they're complete brokies, nobody gives a shit.
So isn't that what a cult is?
When you hear him say that, and then you realize he's openly supported other cult leaders like Joseph Kony.
And the reason I got this t-shirt made is because I have a lot of respect for Kony. Now I know, okay, he's a warlord, whatever. But Kony is a G.
And he has even praised the infamous German dictator.
Everything must happen instantly, quickly, fast, speed, attack. Hitler conquered Europe with blitzkrieg.
So what is War Room? Well, there's very little known about what War Room actually is. We just know it's $5,000 to join and you get to meet other rich guys. So once again, Tate openly admits that War Room is basically a cult when he compares it to the Freemasons, which is a very well-known cult. There are even numerous books written about the Freemasons, which you guys are welcome to have a look at if you want. Even just a few articles will maybe give you an idea of who they were. And here are a few clips of Andrew saying things that only a cult leader would.
Not stop me. I'm that guy. You need my help. You have two choices. You either sell your soul to Tate and say, I accept Tate is all-knowing. I will listen to you inside of Hustlers University. Please save me.
If I talk about something, I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time. There are still idiots out there who go, I don't know if I can trust it.
Not only am I a better specimen of man, I am actually fulfilled with divine purpose. I'm one of God's favorites.
So, like we already know, Tate is one of the most searched names on the internet at the moment. He's more searched for than Kim Kardashian, Joe Biden, the whole country of Romania, Kanye West, name it. But how does an asshole like this get so much fame? Well, he took over TikTok, asking his many followers to post controversial clips of him in short little TikTok videos. By now, he has around about 12 billion views on TikTok. You will find thousands of fake Andrew Tate TikTok accounts with, of course, the Hustler University affiliate link in their bios. His follower base is mostly just young, impressionable boys around about the age of 13 who don't really know any better. He is spreading like wildfire, destroying the morals of young boys and giving them a bad outlook on women overall. This is toxic masculinity at its best. He is brainwashing them into believing his worldviews like any other cult leader would. So what are Andrew Tate's worldviews? Well, basically just think of everything that is vile and disgusting that you could believe in, and there you go, you have your list. He has all of these stereotypical ideas about women, and some of them are a little bit more extreme, but it can be basic things like women can't drive, which he had made a video, or Hassan Abi made a video of him where he was kind of debating this with him, and he showed Andrew Tate the statistics where it actually shows that it is the other way around. Men are more likely to make accidents, and that's also why men have to pay more on car insurance. And I don't think his little brain can comprehend that he is actually wrong. He believes that women are property. He says that in multiple clips. He also believes that it's fine for a man to cheat, however a woman can't cheat. That is so much more disgusting than a man cheating.
My point is this. If I had a woman, I would decide not to cheat because I decide. However, I would not see my infidelity as nearly anywhere near even 1% as disgusting as female infidelity, because female infidelity involves emotion. You will not sleep with a man you don't like. I can sleep with a woman I don't like. It's a completely different thing. I can be head over heels in love with a woman, ready to die for her, ready to take a bullet for her, protect her, give her all the money in the world, make sure she has a beautiful family, a nice big house, all of it. And I'll still fuck that bitch. Watch me. A woman won't do that. So don't lie to me and pretend. No, you won't. Any woman who will sit here and say, I can dudes and not care about them is fundamentally broken. Her soul is broken.
Okay, well, she's broken then, but she's still doing it.
Well, if she's broken, she ain't anywhere near me. I don't want no broken bitch near me.
I'm definitely sure women would cheat on you.
Tate also believes that there's no point in talking to women unless you're going to have sex with them, that therapy is inaction and ruins a person, that therapists don't want their patients to get better, and of course, he's cool pushing his dogs around by their neck on camera when they're clearly asking for pets. I'd go ahead and say it's pretty obvious that Tate needs some serious therapy, but he just doesn't believe in it and thinks depression isn't real, it's just a state of mind, so I guess there's really no point in helping this loser anyway. He even argues therapy itself is detrimental and killed Robin Williams, which is extremely insulting and dense, and I just don't even have the time to unpack that, honestly. Like, you can unpack that one in your spare time. He's even taunted a comic book artist, Rosenberg, because his son needed surgery for cerebral palsy. Rosenberg set up a GoFundMe, and Tate asked him, quote, "Do you feel like a failure that the amount you need to help your own son is less than a quarter than I spent on one of my 5 cars? I will help you, if you ask. It's nothing to me. Your comic books have failed, but I am a success. Ask nicely and I'll save your son." And just look how manly and impressive he is, making fun of the parent of a sick child. You know, when I think of super manly men, I actually think of people that bully parents with sick children. Like, how did he know? How did he know? Like, Tate, my dude, you say that wasting your time cooking a meal is stupid, but you've got time to pull this kind of shit? Are you just so pathetic that you have to demand parents of sick kids to grovel to you? Like, wow, my panties are so moist right now just watching you demean a parent with a sick child. Wow, like what's next? Are you gonna start visiting hospice patients too? Are you gonna go ahead and tell them that it's actually their fault for being there? Like, wow, that's so manly. You know, maybe next you could go to a homeless shelter and tell the people that if they beg hard enough, you'll put them up in a hotel. Wow.
Okay guys, I think I've said everything that I've wanted to say. Maybe there still were a few little things, like the fact that he's a money addict and an attention addict, because he says that women want the most attention, but Andrew, I've never seen another man want as much attention as you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And yeah, I just can't take more of this. Like, it's a lot. I'm really tired of looking at his egghead. Like, he has the most disgusting face to me. I don't know what kind of woman would really like him for him. I think it's just the money. But yeah, I'm really tired of his face. So I'm gonna cut it here, guys. Let me know what you think of the video. If you want to tell me how shitty I am because I don't like Andrew Tate, then please go ahead. That's what the comment section is for. Please tell me that I'm a stupid little bitch who doesn't know anything, because then I can just go and fucking ignore that, you know? So you can just go and tell me that. I don't care. If you liked it, however, then cool. Also, please, then you're more than welcome to leave me a comment and tell me that maybe I did teach you something today, something new. But yeah, if you're still here by now, thank you. I really appreciate you. Okay, bye.